Hello and welcome. Today we're working on the second video of the managerial accounting playlist. This is the statement of cash flows and we're trying to classify activities. So we're starting to understand how the statement of cash flow organizes information. Hey, if you're new, my name is Jeff from Finally Learn. I teach a lot of accounting and this is the playlist that we're working through managerial accounting. So here's what we're going to do on our problem here. Let me give you a little bit of teaching and then we'll work a problem. So on the statement of cash flows, hard for me to say I guess, we have operating activities, which is everything involved in net income, anything on the income statement, any changes in current assets, current liabilities, or any gains or losses. So those are all operating activities. Then we classify things as investing activities anytime we buy or sell non-current assets. So what are non-current assets? In fact, let me put this here, buy or sell. Doesn't matter if we're buying or selling. Non-current assets would be anytime we buy land, building, equipment, machines. We buy intangible assets or investments. All those are investing activities. Now, what are financing activities? How do we finance our operations? We either borrow or pay back long-term debt, long-term liabilities, or we have equity. We issue stock, we pay dividends, so on. Now, some things, looks like there are two things going on. So what if we buy assets by issuing stock, or we buy assets by issuing debt, borrowing money, and there's no cash that changes hands? Well, that would be a non-cash investing because you're buying a long-term asset like a building, and then financing because you're issuing stock or you're borrowing money. Okay, so that gets us to our problem. A little setup here where we're going to classify cash flows. Now, I'm in chapter 13 for statement of cash flows on the managerial accounting. Check the playlist and you'll see where we are in our playlist. So we're still working on statement of cash flows. Depreciation expense goes on the income statement, so this is an operating activity. Cash dividends affect the financing activities. Anything involved with equity, that is a financing activity. Pay off a long-term bonds payable, that is financing as well. Prepaid rent. Now, it doesn't matter if it's an increase or decrease, but prepaid rent would be a current asset, so therefore that's going to be an operating activity. Accounts receivable. It doesn't matter if it's increase or decrease in accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is a current asset, so therefore it's an operating activity. What if we purchase land by issuing common stock? Well, the purchase of land would be investing, the issuing stock would be financing, but there's no cash, so this answer is going to be a non-cash investing and financing, but it really doesn't show on the actual statement. It's just down below as a footnote. It says non-cash investing and financing activity. Purchase land by issuing stock. Well, what if we have increase in inventory? Inventory is a current asset, so therefore it's going to be an operating activity. Issuing stock, I kind of gave you a clue just a minute ago. Issuing stock is going to be a financing activity. Sale of equipment. Okay, this is equipment we buy. This is a long-term asset. This is a non-current asset, so therefore this is a investing activity. What about if we sell equipment and we have a gain on the sale of equipment or a loss on the sale of equipment? Well, the sale of equipment is investing, but the gain is going to be a operating activity. Look at our definition way up here. Gains and losses would be with operating activities. All right, issuing bonds. We're issuing bonds. We're borrowing money long term, so that's going to be a financing activity. Increase in accounts payable. Accounts payable is a current liability, so therefore that is operating. Increase in taxes payable. we're going to assume that that is a current liability. You're not going to pay taxes 5 years from now. So this is an operating activity. And then net income, anything involved in net income, that is the very beginning on the operating activity section. So this is how you get started thinking about organizing the cash flows into 3 different activities. The next problem we're going to do is starting working with some numbers here on the statement of cash flows. So see you on that next video. Thanks for watching.